AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Our guy, Big Cat, finally showed up. But you know what this is, Fleet.
Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab.
Knicks Rehab, y'all. You kidding me? You kidding me? Hold on. Breakout game. What? Get the bum-ass Miami Heat motherfuckers out of here. 116-107. Big third quarter. Knicks flaming the lovers.
Can you one time say that again, but refer to yourself? Because me and Flea been off the Miami bandwagon. You all year and up until now. So can you please repeat that? Repeat that, but refer to yourself.
Once again, Fabian was right all along, calling out the Miami Heat being total trash for the last 3 years.
Yo, he's disgusting. Do you see? He runs from accountability like the plague.
I love
He
it.
runs from that shit like the plague.
They look like trash. They struggled with the Detroit Pistons the other day. Bam out of value, man. The Asia Wilson curse is alive, Flea. As the Big Cat showed up with Big Jordan. Yeah, the Jordan
rocking
effect.
that nigga like a baby.
Come
last
on,
night.
man. Bam who? Garbage. 116-107, like I mentioned. Big Cat, Karl-Anthony Towns. Hold on. You notice we didn't even say that motherfucker's first name. No, we did not. Not today. You Big Cat today.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he might be a lion. Karl-Anthony Towns, 44 points. You kidding me? 13 rebounds again. He's averaging double digits, guys. Double doubles all year long. Let's get it. Josh Hart, double. 10 and 14. 22 points for Jalen Brunson. Still kind of mad at you. 6 of 18 is crazy. Jericho Sims, 9 minutes. Tibbs, very smart. 42 minutes for Josh Hart. We'll get to that later. OG and Anunoby. AllBall. I'll pass you the rock first. OG 3 for 6 from 3. OG, step in, step back, Flea.
You seen
Step back 3.
You seen it?
OG.
You seen it?
Everything we've been talking about the last week. Orange and blue showed up, baby Bubba. AllBall. How we reacting?
Listen, back on the bandwagon. We title hey Flea, we title contenders, baby. Listen, dismiss everything last week. We back.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, though, we was talking about it prior to that game, where we said Brunson, you got to get Cat the ball. A guy of that magnitude, like I said, you trade for him. We know the money he's getting, number 1 draft pick, but also, he's the number 1 option. You don't trade for a guy like that and let him get lost on the court. You don't trade for a guy like that and he's not even shooting 10 field goal attempts a game. So this is what the Knicks are capable of doing every night. Everybody was playing great. Bridges, come on, we seen what he was doing. And like what I've been saying, I just want OG to hit the wide open shot when he's open. Remember, Flea, you make great sense. Yeah, all right, he shouldn't average 17, 18, 19. I get it. But we do need him to knock down open shots because he is going to be open.
Yes.
Jalen Brunson is going to have to evolve his game. This is not going to be a year where he's going to have to give us 30, 40 points a game. Let's see if he can average a double-double. I'll take 20 and 12, be more efficient, cut down the turnovers. And like I said, we have a legit 2 number 1 options. Now we got a guy down the stretch you can dump the ball into. He hits free throws. And like I said, he spreads the floor. Oh, and by the way, he's the best 3-point shot as a big man. Listen, yesterday was a great win. It was against Miami, who people think still is a threat. They still have probably the best coach in the NBA. They still have playoff Jimmy. As y'all see, Tyler Hero is a problem when he's healthy. That young man can play basketball. And we know Bam right now is, going through a tough stretch. But to a lot of people, Miami is still a threat. And we wipe the floor with them. But it starts with Knicks Rehab, us up here, screaming, yelling, Tom Thibodeau, get it together. Brunson, y'all have to dump the ball in the Cat. Cat has to touch the ball. Simple and plain. Brunson and Cat need to be the guys with the most field goals. In my opinion, Cat should have the most field goals. So I think yesterday was just a preview of what we should be doing, Flea and Fabian, every night. I was ecstatic. When we was down 13, I was nervous. I'm not going to even lie because I'm like, yo, you can't be kidding me. We couldn't get stops.
Third quarter.
Right. We couldn't get stops. And all I said was, here we go. The typical team coached by Tibbs. We can't keep a lead and then team not blow the doors off the hinges. But we stayed poised. We stayed calm. And listen, man, we went to the big guy. And let me say this. Bridges came through yesterday. Hey, Flea, this is what we got these guys for. And this is why we are excited. And this is why I panicked for the first couple games. Because this is what we paid for. When you buy something, when you purchase something high value, you expect high results. When we trade for guys like that, and the whole basketball world stops, and we have people going, wow, the Knicks really made a great move. We need to see that immediately. And for me, I'm not waiting 10, 15, 20 games. Nah, not today. This league is too talented, too young. There's too many teams that's good on the verge of being great. Everybody has a superstar now. Everybody. And then look how great the bum teams is playing. Look at Golden State. Look at Brooklyn. Look at Chicago. Look at Charlotte. LaMelo. So my point is, we have to strike early. But just to wrap it up, yesterday was a big win for us. We on a 4-game road trip. And to me, that was the hurdle we had to get over. Miami will be a threat if we have to meet them in the playoffs. They match up early. And I'm going to say this, big shout out to my guy, Gerald Brown. He's a Miami Heat fan. So was SNS. Big shout out to him. But Gerald Brown said it, and it kind of made me nervous. And then I passed the he to my brother Flea. Let me tell you something. Miami ain't worried about the regular season. They just worried about the playoffs. Now, me, as a basketball fan, I don't want to hear that. To me, that sounds like an excuse. But Miami is a team we have to worry about. So a game like yesterday, it boosts our confidence and it lets them know we the real deal. So listen, man, great win yesterday. Tibbs kind of got him on nerves a little bit, taking Cat out. Certain points of the game, it's like, yo, bro, put your foot on their neck. But we got to figure out these minutes with Josh Hart, man. We cannot. I don't know how long he's going to go through the season with these high minutes and him being the best rebounder on the team at that size. But Flea, big win yesterday. Big win. And I'm ecstatic. I'm back on the bandwagon. And this is what the Knicks, this is what we supposed to look like, Flea. This is why we traded for Bridges, for Cat, and signed OG. This is what we supposed to look like. And Brunson, get it together, bro. Take down the turnovers, and let's get a little more efficient. But big shout out to the big bodega. Listen, man, he pulled through yesterday.
Big Flea.
Yeah, man. I'm even killed. You know how I am. I ain't gonna get too high. I ain't gonna get too low. I like what I saw yesterday. I was pleased. If you were a fly on the wall and you happened to be on the phone with me last night while I was watching that Knick game, like watching the Knick game with me in real time, Fabian got some real time action. I'm a lunatic, especially when we playing well, right?
No. You're a Knicks fan, and this lie that you're portraying here on Knicks Rehab. Yeah, we need the real live Flea when we see you. Like, yo, what the fucking ball?
Yo, listen, man. High energy last night from everybody, right? From everybody. You start the game off with getting Cat 12 quick points in the first quarter, establishing how we're going to be as a basketball team going forward. We have to play through him. And I think that's okay. It is not an indictment on Jalen Brunson because Brunson going to be Brunson no matter what. He's going to be Brunson no matter what. But to have another guy that, you know, could take some pressure off of you, we're not going to need you to be that guy all 4 quarters. If you struggle some early on in games, so be it. It goes back, like I said, I quoted Gilbert Arenas, right? Talking about him going through the Antoine Jameson and Caron Butler early in games, right? Now we get guys in foul trouble. Now I can operate differently. As soon as you touch me, I'm at the line. I see a couple shots go through the rim, gets my confidence going, right? Like there's ways that we can work this thing. And I think last night was a perfect example of how this thing rolls. Cat took that matchup personal last night. There's a lot of, at one point, there were so many different bigs from Kentucky. I wonder if they take those matchups personal, right? Like Bam and Cat facing each other. They both Kentucky guys. I wonder how they look at those matchups. Cat and AD, Julius Randle and AD. Like there's a bunch of guys that came out of Kentucky. I wonder how they. I'm sorry.
Brian and OG went to Indiana together. I think I heard they say maybe that was a matchup thing too. Brian, the center for Miami. He said who? I'm sorry. Leave it at that.
Thomas Bryant and OG Anunoby both went to Indiana. Yeah.
No. Leave it at who? Because he was getting killed yesterday.
No clue. Because understand something. Well, what I was so happy about is that although he did hit the three, Cat didn't settle. Like you saw him put his head down, get to the rim. You saw him around the rim, mixing it up, rebounding the basketball, getting easy shots, couple of and ones, right? He owned Bam last night. I don't know if y'all saw, he owned him last night. Whatever he wanted, he was taking last night. Running through the lane, jump hooks, drop steps to the baseline, take you out the three. He hit a three in the fourth quarter last night, and I was about to jump out my seat like, what the? And that shit was bottoms. But that's rhythm. You know what I'm saying? That's rhythm. So, I was really impressed. I was impressed with Brunson. Impressed with the fact that he was focused on getting guys involved. He knew that he could get to his shot. He had a big three last night that like really took the air out of their small run because we went down 13. We was down 13, and I was looking I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? We look asleep out there. And we just started hitting shots. We started defending, getting stops, diving for loose balls. Listen, man, I texted y'all during the game last night. And I'm gonna end with this. Mikal Bridges was great. OG was great. Cat was the best player on the floor last night, like head and shoulders. Jalen Brunson struggling through some shooting woes early in the season, but I think he's going to figure that out. We're great. God damn it, Josh Hart is the MVP of this team right now.
Yes.
Josh Hart is the MVP of this basketball team right now. The energy that guy plays with, the selflessness that he plays with, the awareness that he plays with, the toughness that he plays with, all of these things that he brings to the table are a bunch of intangible shit. You're not going to see it in the stat sheet. You're not going to see it, if you're not really watching the Knicks. You're not going to see it if you're not watching the Knicks. You could speculate from the comment section. You could speculate on TV, all that type of shit, all you want. If you're not watching us, you're really not going to see the type of effect that Josh Hart has on basketball games every single night. Not to mention, he's a dog on the glass. So I was very, very impressed with the Knicks last night. Obviously, we love beating up on Miami. When we could get a win against Miami in Miami, I love it. So we just got to add to this. Cat shot that thing so good last night. He's questionable for Detroit. He got his wrist is sprained or some shit like that. He'll play, I'm sure, but it's just funny that what I'm saying. He that's what we needed. That's what we needed. We needed to remind people, like you said, OG, why we made these trades, why we've done what we've done over the last 6 to 8 months. That is the product. Right there is the product that all Knicks fans are looking forward to, for the rest of the season. So I'm enthused.
Well, shout out to Jimmy Butler for being a sucker, as usual. Scam is over. You came out here. I don't know why you're trying to beef with karl-Anthony Towns. Look, walked right by him like he didn't know him. karl-Anthony Towns sees him and says, yo, what up, man? Everything good? Shakes his hand. You still shake his hand. So what was the big problem? The big problem is you messed up in Minnesota. The big problem is Ant-Man went there and showed you how to really lead. Jimmy, not take games off. Jimmy, real franchise player. I'm proud of Cat. Proud of Tibbs. We ain't mentioned Tibbs. Why you laughing at me,
Look, this shit is killing you inside because you ain't want this move. So look, this shit driving you crazy. We waiting. We listening.
Nah, I'm giving him the same treatment we gave Julius Randle. You ain't coming in here open. No. You got to earn all this. This one game. Tom Thibodeau's the one that came in. We talked about it yesterday. What was your game plan when you had Cat come into the building? And they switched it up. And this is the reason why we give Tibbs props. Gilbert, why you're wrong. We had different lineups that Tom Thibodeau did adjust to. That was a different lineup from January to December, and he made it happen. We were competitive with R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle in the starting lineup. They couldn't get along. R.J.'s going crazy in Toronto right now, don't get me wrong, but they don't mesh well, and we still were competitive. We still beat the Cleveland Cavaliers, smoked them. I like what I saw yesterday, but I don't like to say that Brunson got everybody involved because I don't think that's what happened. I think Josh Hart was bringing the ball up at times. I saw Cat bringing the ball up at times, and Jalen Brunson went off ball. As a matter of fact,
he wasn't shot hunting. Is I guess maybe we want to say, all right, maybe. I mean, getting guys involved is, you know, finding guys, you know, not force feeding Cat, but he was looking for Cat early on. So I thought he did get guys involved, and I thought that he was less worried about getting shots up that wasn't in the rhythm of the game. Sometimes he hits shots that you're like, damn, Brunson, why you take that shot? But it's a tough shot. He's gonna hit it. Y'all seen that step through he made the other night, last night? It almost looked like he traveled. I had to rewind the shit. I was like,
I thought he traveled. Yeah,
I was like, did he travel? I didn't mean to cut you off, Fabian. I just felt like he wasn't shot hunting, so it looked good.
I just feel like it's what we talked about. We talked about it last night, Flea. This remember, we saw Jalen Brunson Western Conference Finals with Luka. We saw them with success with Julius Randle, but those are two one-on-one players. You cannot have the same kind of lineup. We see what happened with Kyrie and Luka. Luka kind of plays my turn, your turn. He runs around a little bit, but he's waiting to get the ball in his hands. He's a one-on-one guy. He can pass the ball, but he ain't Joker. And neither is Brunson. He's like a little Luka in a sense. He can't pass like Luka, but now he flipped his game where it's like, yo, I can't play that same style where I got another one-on-one guy who could eat the shot clock, get some foul calls like Randle and Luka Doncic. So for him to show that last night, moving off ball, so that when he did get the ball crossing half court, he's in a different position than he would be normally bringing the ball up, trying to create something. That third quarter was crazy. Like Flea said. Brunson had a wide open shot in the corner, pump faked it, stepped in, stepped back to the three-point shot to make sure it was a three. There was another three that he hit. He missed the three. Deuce got the rebound.
Got it right back. Yeah.
And he hit it. And that's what I'm saying. No matter what, it's 4 times out of 10, you getting that catch and shoot from Brunson, it's gonna go in. Because he's not just I don't think he's a rhythm guy. I think he's a setup shooter, Flea. He's a rhythm guy when he has the ball in his hands. Well, as far as catch and shoot, it don't take much for Brunson to just catch and shoot to me. And
he could get a lot of easy shots like that with the offensive firepower we have on the team now. The way that ball, y'all see the way that ball was moving during that run. Everybody was touching it. The ball wasn't hitting the ground. He wasn't wasting dribbles. It was hopping. And you find the open man. That's how OG got that step back. That's how Brunson got that big three. That's how Cat hit that three. That I was like, what is he doing? But he hit it. Like, you know, so that's when we move the ball, everybody's touching the ball. I love it.
Listen, I'm sorry. Brunson, he just got to run the offense. Like, you know, and think about it. He's been missing a lot of shots that he normally makes. Those floaters, that free throw area range, 12-footers, he knocks those down all day. So, you know, he's been missing those. Those been falling kind of short. But for us to be successful, listen, Brunson just got to run the offense. If he just lets go that you have to try to do it all yourself and put the cape on. No. We now have a legit all-star that is a legit number one option, no matter how people feel about Cat. Until Ant-Man came to Minnesota, he was the number one option. It's the number one draft pick.
And OG, that smut got to come off his name. Like, I think it was just a narrative that was easy to lean into.
That's your man.
Like, all that he's soft and all that type of shit.
Nah, come on,
that's
he earned that. Nah, I hate this.
Nah,
one game ain't changing that. 4 games ain't changing that.
Really watching.
Stop it.
Really watching.
Now we gotta stop. No,
we don't. Stop.
He earned that name. That wasn't just some fake reputation. You know, the NBA's finally back. A new season means new ways to get into the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Who's draining threes from beyond the arc? Not Donovan Mitchell. Who's crashing the balls and grabbing rebounds? Not Darius Garland. Get behind your favorite players and the prop bets you can make on DraftKings, the home of NBA player props. First time, new DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Every point counts with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code ABTV. That's ABTV for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 888-78-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in New Hampshire, Oregon, Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball. Weeknight 6 p.m. That's Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Weeknights. AllBall TV. Knicks Rehab.
Eastern time.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.